Let's get ready for the weekend with some exciting live pigs at the movies and the theatre and for your tummy as well. Coming up, Benedict Cumberbatch looks tantalizing in The Power of the Dog. Will film correspondent John Louis give it a 5-star rating? Also, the Japanese folktale of Momotaro gets a refresh by the folks at Wild Rice just in time for the holidays. But first, we have a treat, a mouth-watering one for fans of Bakuteh. Senior food correspondent Wong Ayuk is here. Ayuk, tell us more about this popular Bakuteh seller who's back in business.
Okay, hi, yeah, that's right. I don't know whether you're a fan of this Bakuteh that used to be in Sin Min Road. It's called Rong Cheng which is like the Hanyu Pinyin name of Bakuteh. And it's opened by this Uncle Lim Hai Che, who is now in his 70s. He opened it like more than 40 years ago. But 2 years ago, actually, he decided to retire and the brand was gone. But happily for all the fans, he's back. He's got a new partner, a new disciple who's decided to partner him. And they've actually opened 2 new stores and 1 coming up soon. So the first one that opened was in Ang Mo Kio, and they also opened up another one in Bedok last month, and the third one will open in Tampines on December 16th. And the stall is actually known for introducing what they call the dragon ribs, which is like the big pork ribs, the one with the long bone. So they specialize in that, and they have brought that back as well. It's a little bit more expensive. It costs $9 for that portion, but the big ribs are really, really good because there's a lot of meat in it, and he doesn't cook it too soft, so there's still a lot of bite. And when you bite, you get the real flavor and the juices of the pork. So that's the specialty there. And if you are trying out the store for the first time, you should really try that dish. But if you are thinking that it's a bit too expensive, they do have the normal ribs too. That's about $6.50. Besides Bakuteh, they also have other dishes. So they have a pig liver soup, which I also like as well, because Uncle Lim doesn't cook his liver too much, so it doesn't get too tough. And you can have like a pork stomach, and he does a very good braised pork trotter as well. And one thing that's a little bit different from other Bakuteh stores, instead of the salted vegetable that most stores serve, this store serves a mei cai instead. So it's not the salted vegetables, it's slightly sweet, and the mei cai goes very well with the pork trotter. If you are looking for a new place to try that's not too expensive, or you're just a fan of Rong Cheng and you want to try it again, yeah, they're back.
That was senior food correspondent Wong Ayuk. Now, I'm a huge fan of actor Benedict Cumberbatch, and I'm really looking forward to The Power of the Dog, streaming now on Netflix. Our film correspondent John Louis has given it a 4-star rating. John, come on, why not 5?
Well, I rarely ever give out 5 stars because it means it's perfect. It's not a perfect film, but it's a very good film. You like Benedict Cumberbatch? This is a side of him that we rarely ever see, and that's him playing a bad guy. Do you like films in which the evil guy is the main character?
Of course, why not? I'm willing to give Benedict Cumberbatch, a chance to show in this kind of role. So how does he do in that sort of villainous role?
He's actually quite good. If you like films with, like Taxi Driver, films like that, where the main character is disturbed and unhappy and bitter and angry, you like this one because it's a character study of a guy who's eating himself from the inside out. So this is a Western. It's set on a farm around the early 1900s. And it's a family of people that is like a blended family, right? So you got 2 brothers, Benedict and Jesse Clemens. They play ranchers. And then in comes the love interest, played by Kirsten Dunst, and she brings along her son. And then warfare starts, and that's when the true evil of the character Phil, played by Benedict Cumberbatch, comes out. And then the rest of the film is the antagonism and the hatred coming out.
Film correspondent John Louis. And last but not least, who doesn't love a good pantomime, especially at this time of the year? Senior culture correspondent Ong Sophan is here to tell us more about Momotaro and the Magnificent Peach. Gotta say, Sophan, I really like that name.
Yes, it's actually the name of the lead character, and it's actually Wild Rice's take on this very old Japanese legend about a boy who's born from a peach. So, in typical Wild Rice pantomime fashion, they've updated this old-fashioned fable in new ways. So you get to see a lot of song and dances. They've incorporated themes about environmental pollution and sustainability, and it's also very, very fun because they've incorporated Japanese pop culture elements into the show. So you get like a fight sequence that's inspired by the video game Street Fighter.
Senior culture correspondent Ong Saw Fen. From arts to travel to food and entertainment, you can find more life pics and the latest news at str.sg/life. And for more ideas on how to entertain your kids during the school holidays, there's a whole section just on that, including 5 new kid-friendly attractions to check out this month.